right, now we're going to look at another equation, and this one is 3x equals 7. So again, we'll go ahead and enlarge that, and we'll set up our workspace here. And then we will bring over some algebra tiles to represent what we're doing. And so we need 3x, 1x, 2x, 3x equals 7. Two, 4, 6, and 7. We need one more. All right, so 3x is equal to 7. So like we talked about in the previous video, the coefficient 3 tells us how many groups of x we have. We have 3 groups of x. Well, that groups of language tells us that this is multiplication, 3 times x. So when we're solving for 1x and trying to isolate that variable, we are going to use the inverse operation to do that. So the inverse operation to multiplication is division. So we're going to divide 3x equals 7 into 3 equal groups. So I want to start by modeling with the algebra tiles. So I'm going to use some shapes to do that. So I need 3 equal groups. All right, so I have 3 groups of x equals 2, but that's 2, 4, 6. And what about this one here? What will we have to do how are we going to take this one and get equal parts into the 3 groups? Well, if you said we would have to divide this into 3, you're correct. If you said that we're going to have to cut this whole into 3 equal parts, you're correct. So I want to go ahead and use my scribble tool just to model that here. So there's 1. All right, so now I have 1, 2, 3, pretty close to equal groups for using a scribble tool on Google Drawings. So each of these little pieces represents what? Well, each of those little pieces represents 1/3, right? And so I'm going to take 1/3 and put 1/3 into each of my groups. All right, so I'm going to take these 3/3 and I'm going to put 1/3 into each group. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So that takes care of that whole. So now let's notate what we've done up above here. So we started with 3x equals 7. And we've taken that and we've split the 3x equals 7 into 3 equal groups. Well, the mathematics for splitting into equal groups is division. So we're going to notate that we have divided, and we've divided this into 3 equal groups. So 3x equals 7 divided into 3 equal groups. 3x divided by 3 is 1x. 7 divided by 3 is 2 and 1/3. So since the answer is in fraction form, I'm going to write that using equatio. X is equal to 2 1/3. Insert the math. And I'll move that up here. And now let's see, how would we check our work? So if x is equal to 2 and a third, we could check our answer by substituting 2 and a third in for x. So 3 groups of 2 is 6, and 3 groups of a third is a whole, and 6 plus 1 is 7.